Okay, today we're gonna do 10 minutes of mixed media scribbling. So I have lots of supplies around me. Anything that I'm using, I will show you on screen. And really, there's not much rhyme or reason here. I'm just putting colors on the page as it feels good, and I encourage you to do the same. I know that this can be really fear-inducing for people. And maybe that's you. Maybe you're like, what do you mean? I just put color on a page. Tell me what to do. Show me how to do it. And that is me showing you what to do and telling you how to do it. You literally just put color on a page for 10 minutes. It doesn't have to look good. It doesn't have to look like anything. It could be a mess of color. It could be a sludge of color. It really doesn't matter as long as you can get some marks on a page and just scribble. We really want that fear to come up. This is how we practice moving past the fear of making a mistake, let's say. I mean, there's just a ton of fears that can come up from scribbling. But let's start with the fear of making a mistake. The fear of making a mistake, for me, starts with this need to get something right. Like there is always a right answer and a wrong answer. And for me, it's like this very black and white way of looking at things. For me also, the black and white way of looking at things, I know now if I'm looking at things that way, I'm grasping for a feeling of safety. I'm trying to construct this say it, a faux sense of safety because something is hard. And that's okay. Sometimes we need that faux sense of safety. Not here to judge that. I'm just here to notice it. And also here to notice if scribbling is bringing that up. That fear and that grasping for control and safety. And if it is bringing it up, awesome. 2 thumbs up. Gives you a chance to feel those feelings that feel so scary in a space that like really has 0 effects on your life. So it is an absolutely safe space to look at these fears and begin to work through them. So just notice whatever's coming up for you. Is the fear coming up before you even get started? So instead of actually scribbling beside me, you're watching me scribble? That's totally cool. Listening to what I have to say? That's totally cool. If that's where you are, a fear of getting started, then notice that. Notice if you can just take a pencil crayon and put one straight line on the page And how might that feel? Or if that feels like too much, just sitting with the blank page in front of you, noticing the fear of getting started, maybe the fear of wasting something, the fear of making a mistake. A lot of the time for me, when I put marks on a page, it's just like, ooh, I wonder what would happen here. Or this feels like it might be fun. Let's see what happens there. That's not how I started at all. Like, I started feeling really insecure. I was grasping for something. I did a lot of months of mandalas because it was a structure that felt safer to me. But mandalas, in the end, that safety actually was detrimental for me because moving into these spaces where I felt the fears coming up is where I ultimately ended up expanding and being able to come more into my own. But that doesn't mean that mandalas aren't a good place to start. Maybe that's where you need to start. I do have a couple videos about mandalas that I will link. Really liked the way this was looking until I added this orange and green. But that's what happens. Sometimes we feel really satisfied, sometimes we feel a little frustrated. Either way, you did a scribble session with me, and I'm really proud of you for that. It's going to pay off big time. If you'd like to keep going and keep practicing these feelings, click on this video right here. Woohoo! It's a really cool little scribble practice. Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!